Hello and welcome back, guys, for another Dark Star SC2 cast. I am the Mish King and I have a treat for you today. Here in the bottom right hand side of Belshire Vestige, we have the red Zerg player, Dark Star's very own SocialisT. And his opponent today, a fan favorite man, the beast from the east. We have in this blue trunks, I believe, or cyan trunks, actually blue trunks, WhiteRa. Yes, I do believe he does play for TT Esports, but I'm not sure if he still does play for them or not, as I do believe he does have a contract. And yes, WhiteRa versus our own SocialisT, man. That just shows SocialisT going up the ladder, man, pulling noobs, and now facing the best of the best that the European ladder has to offer. WhiteRa immediately looking like he's going to be going for a Forge expand, possibly, as a Gateway expand with this big of a choke is really risky. Although the GSL version of this map does have a Supply Depot raised, of course, neutral Supply Depot, which does make walling off ever so much easier. And yeah, man, this is going to be a pretty intense game. I am chuffed to have the liberty of actually casting this WhiteRa. I remember him playing in the HDH during the Wings of Liberty days when Husky used to cast him. A nice little bit of micro there from SocialisT, although in the second one he does manage to get his probes going. This can be really annoying and do a little bit of economic damage as well, because it forces your drones to go and not mine the correct patches. And there we go, spawning pool is coming, and 5 minerals are not coming SocialisT's way. And yeah, as I was saying, man, WhiteRa had the best battles with TLO back in the day when TLO used to play Terran. I still would hope TLO goes back to Terran, because it used to be so much more fun watching his Terran than his Zerg. Because, I don't know, man, his Terran just looks so much better, but he's still such a very strong Zerg player. I don't know, man, I don't know. Still love TLO, still love WhiteRa, who's being really awesome, microing this probe intensely, trying to get a pylon down, and oh, could have actually dropped the pylon. In fact, tries to get away, but just gets clipped by one of the drone's claws and goes down. Not really biggie, WhiteRa getting his Forge expand after this, going for a Gateway in the front, going to be putting down a Cybernetics core by the looks of it over here, or possibly just the first cannon over here into a Cybernetics core. Should be seeing, yep, there we go, cannon over here. WhiteRa opting for his own special tactics over here. And WhiteRa, one of the guys which actually made special tactics really popular, and I do believe one of the reasoning is WhiteRa knows that this Overlord would prefer to actually be over here or back here. Actually, it would probably prefer to be over here. That's the optimum spot. Or even over here, over this ledge. So trying to like see if SocialisT was sleeping. He was not, as he drinks a lot of coffee, man. So getting the double gas, going for a pretty standard game by the looks of it. Now a Zergling just going to be checking out the back of the mineral line to see if there are any shenanigans going on. Nice timing with the Queen SocialisT, sending it over here. Overlord going to be going in the back just to see, just be scouting in later on to see if there are any shenanigans. Cybernetics core actually being made at the back. This is somewhat interesting, and there is obviously a logic for this. It's because if this building gets sniped by roaches early on, it can really send your tech back into the Stone Age, and you simply have to rely on cannons and zealots to try and defend, along with whatever Cybernetics core units you already have on the field. SocialisT just positioning out his Overlord, trying to get the most optimum position going in. Interesting, SimCity from WhiteRa. I haven't seen any of his games recently, so this is really interesting. And this is cool. There's a little bit of stones on WhiteRa's decals. It looks like WhiteRa sees the Zergling, immediately makes a beeline trying to attack it. And yep, just getting up his macro at the moment. SocialisT using one of his queens instead of injecting, opting for the creep tumor, as injecting this early would not be optimum, as you just don't really have the money to back up. You can like talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Getting up to double gas at 6 minutes. Gonna be playing this very standard. Would not be surprised to see a 7-minute high lair. 7-minute hive? What am I drinking? It appears to be coffee. Not sure whether it is. Mothership core on the way, because we all know that special tactics are really good. Oh, it looks like there will be some kind of aggression in the front, and the Zergling does see it. We should be seeing some Zerglings going to be on the field shortly. No speed as of yet for SocialisT, who's playing this really gasless at the moment. The Queen should be going down. This could be really bad for SocialisT. As now he's forced to pull a lot of his drones away. Going to be trying to get us surrounded. The Queen now going one-on-one with a Stalker, and it looks like trying to be as efficient as possible. Nearly surrounds us. One Stalker. One of the Stalkers looks like it will be going down. And now on creep, not really advisable. And now the Zealot goes down. So the efficient tank should be going down as well. And with that, WhiteRa is now going back. If his Mothership Core wasn't busy trying to kill that Zergling up in his base, he might have actually done some more damage. Nearly caught SocialisT off guard, and it looks like he is actually positioning for another attack, possibly, but there are a lot of Zerglings on the way, on the field actually. And of course the Roach Warren and 7-minute lair. And here we go, trying to be as annoying as possible. These Zerglings do not want to fight off of creep. It looks like taking pot shots over everything right now, wants to force additional Zerglings to be made. Now, oh, nearly surrounds the Stalkers, does do some damage, but the Stalkers are so very effective. But guess what, man, while that was happening, the Queens have made a beeline for the Mothership Core, nearly catches some of these Stalkers off guard. And speed is now halfway down. Additional Zerglings are being made. Nice bit of creep spread over here. Should actually see some more creep spread. And there we go. Going to be trying to merge the bases soon. And I would not be surprised to see one of these Overlords positioned near the ramp just to spew creep, so he can save some of that energy. And oh, here we go. Hydralisk Den on the way. And it looks like, yep, WhiteRa will be trying to expand after this. WhiteRa getting more gateways, going for Robotics Bay and getting a Immortal out on the field. There are no Immortal. Well, actually there is the one Immortal which is over here. And an additional more Immortal will be reinforcing along with all of those gateways. But Gallery Construction is on the way. +1 is also on the way. +1 can be really very good with Hydralisks, as it can really help your defense until you're ready to attack. And here comes the Observer, just going to be observing. And oh, a lot of Lings have now got in. And it looks like no, manages to defend this perfectly. WhiteRa showing off his special tactics, man. Did not lose a single unit over here. Came really close to losing one of these sentries. And SocialisT opted not to lose all of his Zerglings. And now the Queens making their way across the field. Not sure what's up with this. And I do believe they might be waiting or giving high ground vision. I'm not sure. Actually, no, I do believe that might have been a slip over there. SocialisT now just getting up his tech right now, going for Groove Spines, gonna be waiting for that Protoss push. Should be seeing the augmented muscular augments coming out soon, sure. So his Hydralisk can just blitz across the field. But guess what, man? There are Colossus on the way. Colossus now on the way, just spreading creep so very well. Getting up a 4th base. Wouldn't even mind to see an additional base over here, because a lot of Protosses usually just focus on the one base. And now breaking off the center, so he has an additional avenue of attack. Actually, no, not breaking off the center, now making a move. A lot of Roaches are now about to be on the field, a lot of Zerglings as well. And Muscular Augments is also now on the way. I'm not sure whether it would be ready by the time the push would come. I would not recommend going into this, because there are just so many. Well, even the one Colossi, as long as it stands tall, it will do so much damage. Now trying for a double-pronged attack. Nope, now opting to leave. Does not want to lose any of these Hydralisks, as Hydralisks are pretty good, man. More Roaches, more Lings are now streaming in across the field. The Roaches do have speed. Muscular Augments is now on the way, along with a Spire. Spire is so very necessary. It looks like there is an attack over here. Now trying to widen the gap, and it looks like it's double pronged. The units over here are moving in. Mothership Core should be going down. No, he's just pushing in across. Time Warp been used to try and buy time. Force Fields have been used over here at the eastern location. It looks like this attack could be devastating over here, and Muscular Augments will in fact finish just in time. I'm not sure. Force Fields, no, this is a one-way trip, but guess what? This is a double-pronged attack now heading into his main. The whole point of this attack was to try and snipe this third, to try and force the Protoss away. And while that was happening, looks like the third may as well fall. Units are now being pulled back across the field. There are still units alive over here. And will the base go down? It has to go down. Will the base go down? He knows he's going to lose everything. He has done it. SocialisT has done it. He's killed the base. But at what cost? It looks like SocialisT has indeed lost a lot more, but he's actually doing a lot of damage. He's picked up quite a few units at the moment. It looks like he might pick off... No! Like he was so close to picking off that Immortal. But the Immortal still is standing, living up to its namesake. Additional lings are now making their way across the map. The Spire is now done. Mutalist transition on the way. A lot of mutas being made with +1. And there's just not that much anti-air. I mean, of course, there's stalkers, but there just aren't enough, I believe. Only 8 stalkers on the way, more than enough mutalisks, and now the Zerglings now make their way in here. They want to cancel this base. They want to keep WhiteRa back. And double Spire apparently from SocialisT. He likes his airplay, going for, oh, and here we go. Will he actually deny it? No, he's going to be making his way over here to this base, the natural. Some of the Zerglings do get intercepted. A lot of the Zerglings have gone down, but there's so many Zerglings and Mutalisks now on the field. Additional 6 are now being made. WhiteRa is trying to go for some kind of base trade over here, but there's so many Spine Crawlers, and Colossus just don't kill Spine Crawlers as fast as you think. And here we go, the siege has begun at WhiteRa's base. This is all or nothing at the moment, and more Spine Crawlers, I do believe. Oh wow, the Lings have just run by, buying time, I do believe. And it looks like the Natural is under siege. Both Naturals are under siege. The last line of Spine is now about to go down. The Robotics is now depowered. Oh my goodness, all the Mutalisks killing everything, killing all of the pylons. And it looks like the Wall of Crawl has been broken. Now, the other Wall of Crawl is about to pop, and the Colossi are going to be attacked by the Wall of Crawl. And yes, Wall of Crawl is doing ridiculous damage, obscene damage to all of the Colossi. One Colossi looks like it will fall and get poked to death. Oh, and even the second one looks like it will do significant damage. And looks like this could be all she wrote. There's so much action. Both players desperately trying to win this match. And I do believe that the Zerg player, who does have another base over here, sunk in a lot of minerals towards getting up his... oh, there's the GG. WhiteRa GG's out. He runs out of steam. Sniping this base was so very crucial, and SocialisT from Team Darkstar takes the W. SocialisT even throwing down a hatchery over here, suspecting that the tables would be flipped and he would have to opt for this base instead of this one even, or this one. And yeah, well played SocialisT, well played WhiteRa, who really literally just scared SocialisT there. I mean, look at the amount of spines that SocialisT has thrown down over here, and really well played. And really quickly, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Whatnet. Do check them out on their website, whatnet.com. Do follow them at whatnet.com on Twitter. They provide mumble services, to name a few, and they're pretty darn awesome. I am TMK. Now I'll catch you guys next time.